Hello, welcome to another unwrapping. This time, Steelbook, Blu Ray, Doctor Who 50th Anniversary Specials. This one I ordered at Christmas time and it's just come out. Well, just been delivered about a week ago actually. I've been a bit late getting around to filming, but you know, I'm never one for getting it done the day it comes out. Apologies. But I noticed already this thing is going for about 70 quid on Amazon, so it must have sold out, I guess, on its original run. It doesn't say limited edition. It doesn't say it on here, but quite often they portray them as limited edition, but just how limited, who knows. Anyway, let's have a quick look at the outside. We'll have a look at the inside, and you can make your mind up whether it's worth getting or not. I do quite like the steel books. Some of them can be ridiculously expensive though. So let's see. I've actually got a proper DVD opener here. I've got my trusty knife that I always use. See if it actually works. Oh, seems to. Sort of. Okay. I prefer using my knife. So, okay. Some other things to look at as well. So we've got the bit of cardboard on the outside. Let's go straight for the discs and have a look at them. That's a really nice cover, isn't it? This is when it just started, the storylines just started to go a bit awry? When suddenly there's a new Doctor. I don't like it. I don't know if you like me, but I don't even like Paul McGann as one of the Doctors. Paul McGann. Because it was just the one episode and you had a poor old Sylvester McCoy sort of looking tossed in a corner, and then he's sort of riding a Harley and it was all a bit American. I thought, this ain't really Doctor Who. And now for the 50th anniversary, John Hurt suddenly appears and it's another Doctor and the Time Wars. But Billie Piper is the bomb. Brilliant. Really, really good. So, no, it was fine as a story. I really enjoyed it and I loved the Matt Smith era. Really, well, I like David Tennant as well. Didn't like it when they were together quite so much because the Amy Pond and Rory story was so good. Yeah, this is where they were starting to be not as good as it had been for many, many series, in my opinion. You know, it depends what year you were born, who was your Doctor, all these sorts of things, doesn't it? But when I suddenly got another Doctor, I mean, what's happened now with the Doctor Woke, where we've got like a whole string of Doctors, and now we find that the Doctor isn't a Time Lord at all, and you're like, just you've got loads and loads of backstories to draw from 50 years. Well, it's sort of 50 years. There's been a few gaps, hasn't there? But you've got all these storylines to draw from. Why have you got to change them all? Why don't you just keep them, stop confusing it all? I hope that, in the future, when the next Doctor takes over, we just wake up in the shower, be a bit like, what's his name? The bloke with the webbed feet. Man from Atlantis. What was it, Dallas, was it? When he woke up Bobby Ewing in the shower, and it was just all a dream. I hope that Doctor Woke era is all just a dream, and he'd wake up and it didn't really happen. That'd be the best thing for the Doctor at the moment, but, some may love it. I don't. When you start getting politics and stuff, you're meant to have an hour of fantasy, a pure fantasy where your mind drifts off and you're with your Doctor and you're with the characters and you're frightened of the monsters and you're rooting for them rather than being told knives are for idiots and, you're like, please, BBC, don't ruin one of the real gems you've got. But it may be too late. I mean, the ratings were very bad, weren't they, for the festive... I mean, you couldn't even call it a Christmas special in case that upset someone. So, what was it, a festive... anyway. Well, I'll rant about that some other time, but, So, we've got a real nice picture of Matt Smith there. Looking a bit like he's going to become some sort of online threat in a film somewhere. That's really nice, isn't it? And disc 1 the name of the Doctor with a picture on. Good. And then we get Day of the Doctor, obviously the 2 Doctors. And then we get the time of the Doctor and Adventure in Space and Time. That's pretty damn good, actually, and not a bad performance at all. Very good. And the old TARDIS, really enjoyed that. If I didn't get that TARDIS at one stage, or was that a bit later on? Because it's hard to keep up with all the storylines and things, isn't it? And all the changes over the years. There's some rewatching. I haven't watched this since it came out, the 50th. I think this was a bit later, wasn't it, this one? Or was it all for the 50th? Must have been. It was in the 50th box set. Looking a bit soft sell there. Another quite moody picture. David Tennant. That's nice. It's a lovely box set. Plenty of stuff there. Oh, I can see why it's already fetching a bit. That's actually really nice, isn't it? All them discs. Very nice. Sort of gold relief. Very, very nice. So what else do we get here? Oh, I see. It's just telling you what's on each one. Behind the scenes. Oh, that could be good. All the extras are always so good. Like the behind the sofa that comes with each new of these. You know, they're doing a season on Blu Ray, and there's a couple coming soon, actually. I'm really looking forward to it. Because we've had a whole year where they haven't released any with COVID and what have you. So I'm really looking forward to them coming out. Behind the scenes, that should be good. Name of the Doctor. Night of the Doctor. Doctor Who, the Ultimate Guide. No, I'll just show you that. You can pause that if needs be. Is that in focus? Better be. My thumb looks like it's in focus. Yep, so I'll have to keep that. It's always a job to keep all this nice, isn't it? What have we got here? More exciting products from Doctor Who. Time Fracture. Tickets on sale now. Immersive Theatrical Adventure. Opening 2021 at Immersive LDN. Oh, I don't know what that's all about. Will we be able to go or not? Who knows? PlayStation. Oculus Rift. I've got an Oculus Rift. Okay, so some adverts for some stuff. Quite nice artwork there. I mean, will we be able to actually go to the theatre this year? Will all these jabs work and we'll all be allowed a normal life again and get out and be with other people this year? Will I be able to go to Blackpool on holiday this year? All these questions still to be answered. Oh, okay. TimeLordVictorious.com. Another game. Dr. Woke. Shame, really, because she's a really good actor. I don't know if you've ever seen Broadchurch. And that was a Chris Chibnall writing as well. It's absolutely, and Rory's in it, and a few other people that have been in Doctor Who over the years. It's a really, really, especially the first one, Broadchurch, is excellent. You can see the good acting. If you want to see it there from her, watch the first Broadchurch, and you might take back saying that she can't act. I think it's just... why did you have to have... Everything's got to be like, you've got to have someone of colour, you've got to have a female, you've got to have... I don't know. And even just saying that, if I've missed someone out, I could offend someone. Everyone's on eggshells, and just portray life, you know, just get the best people for the job, whatever religion or colour or whatever they happened, or... I don't say sex, though, because the one thing, for me, Doctor Who, there aren't that many role models, male role models, that don't kill everything. I mean, the Doctor always tries to avoid using weapons and uses reason and logic. And I think it's such a positive male role model for young boys. It's such a shame that's been taken away. surely the girls can have their own character, their own hero, or I suppose I'm going to get in loads of trouble for saying all this sort of stuff, but it just annoyed me a bit. I just got the feeling that Doctor Who's being destroyed at the moment, is going downhill. But I mean, I bet you there'd be quite a few people that are saying, what are you talking about? I love the new Doctor Who, and it might be the first they've ever watched, and then I can't take that away from someone. You know, it's your experience, isn't it? But put it this way, I don't think I'm going to be reviewing any Steelbooks or Blu-rays, unfortunately, from the latest ones. In fact, I've only begrudgingly just recently bought the first Peter Capaldi season, because I didn't think that was that good, especially with the guitar and the sonic sunglasses. But, you know, I'm 54. It's not aimed at me, really, is it? I mean, you know, we do get older people watching it because of all the history and the storylines. And the reason we get older people watching it as well, because of all these storylines that come right from the beginning and keep evolving and work their way through. But sometimes I don't agree with the way these storylines evolve, especially when they say, oh, everything you've ever learned, forget that, is wrong, it's now this. But mind you, you are dealing with time travel. And of course, you could change something in the future that would change the past. So I've got to also accept that. So I'm a ball of contradictions at the moment. But for me, this was when it started. Like, oh, they've got to put another Doctor in, another Doctor, and another Doctor. It's like, oh, you're overdoing it. You know, just use the cast you've got. You know, you didn't need to get another Doctor in a time war and one it's been forgotten about. Oh, I don't know. Oh no, I'm going to get loads of bad comments. I don't know. Just on a bit of a rant at the moment, but I just think it's a shame the way it is right now. Who knows? Maybe the next series would be great, and we'll have a lesbian romance Doctor Who finale or something. Ugh. Just keep it to good story writing and good acting. In fact, can you tell me much about the characters in Doctor Who at the moment? All the companions? I mean, they haven't got much of a backstory, have they? I mean, the ones that have just left had his wife died, and the guy was trying to ride a bike. And that was all in like the first episode, and then in the last episode, you just suddenly got a little bit of that again. But in between those two bits, much development of their storylines. Oh, I suppose his dad turned up, didn't they, in one bit? But I didn't know much about them. Not like you wouldn't. And you know, when it first started, Tale like an Unearthly Child, you had the two school teachers, so you had three companions then, but their storylines were brilliant. I'm still holding out hope that Doctor Who will get back to normal and stop trying to please everyone. If I say anything, it'd be like, oh, you're sexist. You only want a man to play the lead role. Well, you know, I don't want a man to play the next, you know, Wonder Woman. You know, I don't want the next Wonder Woman to be a bloke playing it. You know, it can be a woman. Yeah, I don't want them to remake the Barnet Woman with a man, but call it the Barnet Woman, or the Barnet Man with a woman. You've got to be so careful about what you say. I'll probably get this video pulled now because I've upset too many different groups without really meaning to, because everyone's got a right to their lives and their beliefs and what have you. But it's just, I get the feeling it gets a bit rammed down your throat sometimes, and you're trying to please everyone, and you actually probably please no one because of the mess you do of it, messing up this stuff. I suppose it's brave to have done a female Doctor. I mean, we got set up for it, didn't we, with Missy? Missy was brilliant. Missy was brilliant. But why couldn't Missy just be... Because we had all these other Time Lords and reincarnations. Why couldn't Missy just be another bad Time Lord? Why did it have to be the Master changing into a woman? Why couldn't that just have been another character? As strong as the Master, or more. Even more deadly than the Master, even. And just happens to be female, rather than... You know, they've got to be both all of a sudden. Nothing wrong with having male, female, not blurring it in between, you know? Anyway, I'm going right off on one here, but this is the 50th anniversary special Doctor Who. Thanks for watching. See you again next time if we've got any subscribers left.